At the end of 2020, prepare for your childhood memories to be erased. Adobe Flash Player would officially be removed from all web browsers. If you don't know what Flash Player is, I'll leave an icon on the video, directing you to multiple videos explaining what Flash is. But if I had to simplify those videos, Flash Player made it possible for multimedia to be broadcasted on web pages without consuming a high amount of storage. This was considered an advantage, especially during the late 1990s to early 2010s, when internet and computer speeds were terrible. Unfortunately, when Apple came out with their iPhone in 2007, Adobe Flash Player began to decline in users. In 2017, Adobe made an announcement that by the end of 2020, they would discontinue all use of Flash. And here's an unnecessary fact: Adobe had to change their name of the animation program from ending with Flash to Animate in an effort to prevent the confusion. Rest in peace, Flash Player. You will be remembered in our hearts. But who said I couldn't enjoy the last memories of Flash while I have the chance? Also, this script was written around mid-December. If you're in the future, Flash is probably dead now. However, I hope you enjoyed the video. In the case of me, my memories of Flash boil down to watching videos and playing games. This video is going to involve me playing some old Flash games from my youth and rating them from a scale from 1 to 10 based on my gameplay experience. And when I mean old, I mean mid-2000s, like 2006 to 2013 old. Without further ado, let's begin. We are first going to go to what used to be my favorite hotspot for Flash games, Friv.com. Whoa, Friv has changed a lot. Hold on. The classic version was the correct version. Now what I can remember was the old blocky layout, the high contrast of purple, luminescent mouse, and the yellow icons, especially this oval one. I'm getting sidetracked. Let's start off with a relatively simple game called Ego Eco. In the game Ego Eco, you, the player, have to help this monkey make the right choices for him and the environment. If you don't, it results in him dying or his treehouse collapsing above him. This is perfect for teaching young minds about ecology. I would give it an 8 out of 10. Up next, we have I Wanna Win. Your job is to try your best to click the trophy. This game tests your reaction time, your psyche, and your mental stability. This will fit perfectly as a phone app. I would give this a 7 out of 10. Up next, we have one of those click simple story games. You click on an item in the game to advance onwards. Here are some of those games that I managed to find on Friv. Mini Scientist. You have to help the scientist collect an engine for his rocket. I would give it a 5 out of 10. Nail the Nail. You are given 2 subplots. You have to help Neil find his mate while dodging other tools in the shed. The second plot, you have to help a magnet escape the cupboard loaded with traps. And at the end, both the nails and the magnets will meet with one another. I'll give this a 7 out of 10 due to the interesting storyline. Up next, we have Milk Quest. Direct the kitten to the milk factory while going through different locations. I would give this a 5 out of 10. And pretty good game. However, I don't know if anyone needs to hear this, but cats are lactose intolerant to cow's milk. So, beware. Next, Garfield's Scary Scavenger Hunt. You are set in the creepy mansion. Your job is to help Garfield collect the items off his list while solving the mysteries inside the house, while collecting items to move onwards into the story to leave the mansion. If you are spooked by any of the props, your haunted meter increases. The only way to decrease it is to collect one of the items off the list. This is one of those games that I never finished when I was younger, mostly because I got scared of it. but now I've officially finished it. I would give it an 8 out of 10. Pac-Eon Deluxe. An excellent alternative to the classic Pac-Man game, but it's more challenging. Rather than starting off collecting points in a hallway dodging ghosts, you start off in the corner of your screen. You complete the levels, you have to fill the screen with more than 80% blocks, while dodging various forms of ghosts. I would give this a 6 out of 10. Up next, we have a job-based game, or should I say Papa's games. Two of Papa's games I managed to find on Friv were Papa's Pizzeria and Papa Louie when pizzas attack. In Papa's Pizzeria, your job is to fulfill orders for customers. The better your service, the more tips you receive, and the more customers you'll get. In Papa Louie, when pizzas attack, Papa Louie is teleported into a world populated by sentient food. Your job is to collect the pizza boxes to free the trapped customers, while dodging the inanimate food. For both games, I would give them an 8 out of 10. Up next, we have Treasure Seas Incorporated. This is another game that I didn't finish when I was younger, but now I've officially finished it. Your job is to collect treasures from underneath the ocean using a submarine. The treasures are exchanged for money. The more money you collect, the more money you can spend on improving the performance of your submarine. Just beware of your oxygen levels, your pressure depth levels, your electric charge level, and sharks. The sharks will destroy your submarine. I would give this game an 8 out of 10. Up next, we have some Cartoon Network shared Friv games. The first game I'm going to talk about is Magnet Face. For a little context, around the mid-2000s, Cartoon Network had a special involving alien invasions. One such cartoon, called The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, had an episode and a spin-off game based on aliens. The game I managed to find was Magnet Face. Billy is trapped on a space station populated by pink aliens. Your mission is to collect all the cheese in each level to escape. I like the concept, but I would have to unfortunately give this a 6 out of 10. And that's mostly due to the controls. I don't know if it's how the game was originally coded, or the improved internet speeds messing up the game mechanics, but the controls feel like you're sliding on butter. Another Cartoon Network show that got a game was called My Gym Partner's a Monkey. It involves a boy named Adam Lion who was transferred to an school containing animals due to his last name, sounding like the actual spelling of lion. His friend, who was a monkey called Jake, would usually get into antics. One of their games I managed to find on Friv were called Hall of the Wild and Hall of the Wild Field Trip. For both games, your objective is to navigate a school collecting lunch boxes, but they do have their differences. In the first Hall of the Wild, you are restricted to the school premises. You cannot leave the building. However, in the second game, you can not only go outside, you can also enter more classrooms and go underwater. Quick fact about the game: if you collect this item, I like to call the caveman item, it makes Adam unidentifiable to animals that may harm him, such as the principal, or the shark that appears everywhere. This game receives a 6 out of 10. Another set of Cartoon Network / Friv games I would like to talk about is The Amazing World of Gumballs, Hard Hat Hustle, and Water Sons. In Hard Hat Hustle, you have to help Gumball find Darwin in a construction site while dodging the construction workers. In Water Sons, the entire town of Elmore becomes scorching hot due to the sun. You have to help Gumball and Darwin cool his friends down using water balloons. And every time you finish a level, you receive small hints and facts about the town, the setting, and the characters. However, don't take those facts seriously because the majority of them are outdated. Here's an example. But aside from that, I would give Hard Hat Hustle a solid 5 out of 10, while I would give Water Suns a solid 8 out of 10. The last Friv Cartoon Network game I'm going to talk about is the codenamed Kids Next Door's Flight of the Hamsters. 5 hamsters are going to participate in testing a catapult, somewhat of a launch vehicle or a catapult. You launch your hamster and see how far it can go. Using objects in the air or on the ground, you can boost your hamster's range. I would give this game a solid 7 out of 10. And those were some of the Flash games I remember playing when I was younger. However, this is not the end. I managed to record more nostalgic Flash games, so expect another Flash game review anytime soon. Just remember to turn on your notifications, and I'll see you guys next time.